Alright guys, so the Death Snowball is a concept of paying off your debt from the smallest to the biggest, regardless of the interest rate or any other factors. When I first heard of this concept, I thought it was illogical and crazy, but over time, my mind has changed, and today I will explain to you as to why I no longer think it is crazy. Hello everybody, my name is Ken. Welcome to my channel, Financial Fitness, where I will be a personal finance coach to help you navigate through the ins and outs of everything money. Okay, so for those that do not know, Dave Ramsey is a celebrity financial guru that's best known for helping people getting out of debt. And personally, I really do enjoy listening to his podcast. While I am a big fan of him for how he is helping so many people become debt-free, there are things that I do not agree with him. But today, we will be talking about one that I do agree with him, and that is the concept of the Death Snowball. So as a logical spender who is naturally good with numbers, when I first heard of this Death Snowball concept, I thought it was crazy. Who, in the right mind, would pay off a $5,000 debt at 3% interest rate, rather than paying a $20,000 debt at 20% interest rate? Logically and mathematically speaking, paying debt from the highest interest rate to lowest is the only solution, and this whole Death Snowball concept makes no sense. However, as I continue to listen to Dave Ramsey's podcast and the people that were calling to his show, I began to realize something. A logical thinker that is good with numbers, someone like myself, will have never gotten a car loan at 18% interest. I will have never left a credit card debt unpaid at 30% interest rate. Someone who is logical and mathematical like myself, who thinks that the Death Snowball is crazy, are also the ones who will never actually get into a situation to be in massive debt in the first place. For someone to get into this situation where they have student loan debt, credit card debt, car debt, mortgage debt, payday loan debt, medical debt, they are in this situation because they aren't logical spenders. They are emotional spenders, and they are the ones that spend depending on their mood instead of the numbers. And judging by the number of Americans who are struggling with debt, it will seem that a majority of Americans are emotional spenders, and when it comes to emotional spenders, all of a sudden, the Death Snowball begins to make a lot of sense. So when it comes down to weight loss, it is common to advise people to keep the weight loss per week to between 1 to 2 pounds. That it is to prevent people from getting into extreme calorie cuts and to keep their progress stable and sustainable. While it makes a lot of sense logically, for most people, after keeping a strict diet for a few weeks and barely seeing the scale move, it is very difficult for them to keep on going and be motivated. And that is why most diet plans fails within the first 5 weeks. It is not because the plan is bad, it is because people will lose motivation and give up because they're not seeing the results they want. So what if instead of losing 2 pounds a week for the first few weeks, what if we lose 8 pounds in the first 2 weeks? Would that not get you so much more excited and ready to be committed for the long journey? While such dramatic weight loss long term is definitely unsustainable and extremely unhealthy, the quick result in the beginning could be the difference between someone giving up after 5 weeks versus somebody who continue on this weight loss journey. And likewise, by paying off a few small debts and getting those lenders off your back and out of your life, to those emotional spenders, they might actually feel the same type of excitement, and then they be more ready and willing to get to the bigger debt. Yeah, mathematically speaking, it does make a lot more sense to pay down that 20% interest loan first, but at $20,000, it will take you a month to even put a little dent in this debt. And with how easy it is to quit and give up, especially for people who are new to following a budget and paying off their debt, those first few months of either paying a lender off versus making a small dent in a huge loan might just make the biggest difference in your debt-free journey. So yes, to Dave Ramsey's Death Snowball, it is a concept that I first disagreed with, but after thinking and doing more research, I have come to agree with 100%. And it is definitely a concept that I will advise people to follow who have a large sum of debt from multiple sources. But as you begin to learn and change from an emotional spender to a logical one, as your journey advances and you begin to pay off more and more debt, and budgeting is now a habit, not something you've been forced to do, then it's okay to stop paying from the smallest to largest and begin paying them off from the highest interest to the lowest. Learning, growing, and becoming a better person who is financially fit is all about understanding who you are today, how you can improve, and become a better you tomorrow. Alright guys, that's all I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, subscribe, like, share, and leave me a comment on video topics for future videos. And like always, thank you for watching and have an awesome life.